Hello, everyone. Welcome to HHK. My name is Joseph Holder, and I run this channel. I only recently put up my actual name on the channel. In my description of the channel, right here, I am making another steak. But I tried to make it so much better, so right now, all I'm gonna do is take out what I remember to be my sirloin, AAA or AA Canadian steak. Right now I'm washing my hands. I did actually have to speed up this video to kind of keep it short enough for me to do this, but right now I am making the mistake of not patting my steak dry before salting it and adding pepper. So right now I am doing just that, but I'm patting it with the salt and pepper on this side. But I do not make that same mistake on this side. However, yeah. I disappear for a bit. I come back, add the salt and pepper. So I am trying to get all that salt and pepper that's on the cutting board onto my steak. I disappear again. I forget what I'm doing. You also may notice that this is a completely different kitchen than my other videos. This is because they are in two separate locations. This is the place where I hope to be doing most of my cooking in my videos, and will do some of my cooking in the other location. So right here, I will be chopping up some mushrooms for my reduction that I really wish I didn't make or put on my steak in the end, and I'll show you why I wish I didn't do that, or what I actually wish what happened was I took my reduction off earlier than when I did. Again, I will tell you or show you when I actually wanted that to come off. So I'm just slicing up the onion, or not onions, mushrooms for my reduction, and right away I will chop them up right here. I'm preparing them, remembering my claw grip, and holding my knife properly as well. I should have put a paper towel down underneath it, or a wet paper towel underneath it. So right here, I'm going to add my steak and kind of render off that side fat you can see there, while trying not to burn myself. I've added oil, I let that heat up. When I added the steak, it was smoking, but in a good way. You may notice other people in the background. That is because a lot of people, including my youngest brother, pass by, not giving me enough privacy. So right here, I'm laying down my steak, giving it a good sear, pushing it down, just so I can get that nice crust on the side. I'm gonna let it sit there for a bit before I flip it. So right here, I'm checking my side, and I'm gonna flip it, and just look at that color. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, rewatching this while kind of narrating the video makes me drool and wish I had another one to make right now. The other side didn't have much of a crust. I think that might have been this side, I don't know. But so I eventually flip it a few times on each side to give it a nice crust. Pushing it down because I don't have weights yet, and I would really love some. And this time, when I was making the steak, I had no thermometer. I didn't know where to find one. I didn't have any of those fancy ones that connect to my phone. I couldn't even use that because I use my phone to record these videos. I also notice, and it does annoy me, that my pan isn't fully on my glass element. That is why I'm using stainless steel and not cast iron, because cast iron pans cannot be used on a glass top stove. Actually, anything cast iron cannot be used on a glass one. So right here, I've taken my steak off. I'm going to take out a lot of the oil because I don't want that much. I don't need too much because I don't want to deep fry my mushrooms. Although I did think about it. So right here, I'm frying up my mushrooms. I'm going to let them kind of sit for a bit. Stir them with my spoon that I've got here. Get them soaked in the oil. Let them brown out. Although they didn't get to the point where I was happy with them. I don't think. So they're just going to sizzle there. I can't remember what I'm doing at this moment. But right now I'm just going to give them a stir. I'm going to add some butter just so they don't burn. Now I'm going to take a spatula, give that a good stir. When I'm done stirring, I'm going to take my wine made by Wayne Gretzky, a famous hockey player. Fitting, because I'm Canadian and I believe he was too. I don't know much about hockey. But hockey is a Canadian sport. So, take that, America. So I'm going to stir that in just a bit and let the wine cook off so the alcohol evaporates, because I don't need the alcohol in it. I just want the flavor. Now I'm going to scrape off the edges of my pan because I want everything in the reduction. Now, when I add the milk and give it a bit of a stir, which will be right away, I think. Yes, right here I'm adding a bit of milk just to give it that a little bit of a lighter color. So what I really should have done was take it off right about here, because it was the color that I wanted, but instead I wasn't too sure about the wine, so I just cooked it all off, and I ruined the mushrooms. Now my steak was sitting out for a bit. I got a nice beautiful color. At first I couldn't tell whether I cooked it. I thought I had overcooked it. At first it looked great, but it started to show its color as I had opened it right here, I am ruining my steak by adding my terrible mushrooms. Oh, it, although they, although it did all taste good, it just didn't look the way I wanted it. Now, when I ate this steak, I found it was very delicious. It was well cooked, the crust was perfect, the mushrooms had a great flavor, but I would like to thank you all so much for watching. Goodbye, and I will see you for the next dish that has yet to come. I'm not too sure what it will be yet. Goodbye.